We jump into the news for the day on MSN or whatever. See more details emerge regarding Tyreek Hill situation. I didn't even know it was a Tyreek Hill situation. But, usually big players, big things come afterwards as well. Honduras prison riot leaves 41 women dead. Wow, that's serious. Experts call The Flash box office bust unmitigated disaster. I didn't even know they had a new Flash. You know what's funny? The Flash character, for some reason, has never been like, oh, I gotta see the Flash. I gotta see it. I wonder why. People probably be like, dude, what's the deal? He's fast? I don't know about that. See, 8 things to do if you're barely scraping by financially. Stop wasting your money. That's one. All right. A lot of people are very wasteful. All right. They spend money on things that they don't need to spend it on. Now, granted, some people like, dude, if I don't do this, then I'm gonna spend it on something else. Just pay attention to what you're wasting. All right. The waste is huge, especially with people who don't have anything. Then they waste a lot for some odd reason. California researchers find elusive kangaroo rat not seen in years. Very interesting. No thank you though. Kangaroos or rats. Let's see. WNBA star Arike Ogunbowale. I always butcher her name. Ogunbowale. It's funny because when I've watched the game and the announcer said it, I had it. But since I haven't seen it, it's been a problem. But anyway, she signs the autograph after getting ejected from the game. Why she got ejected, I have no idea. But she's a great player. I do know that for sure. The more than 2 genders meme is way funnier than it should be. That's interesting. Speaking of which, like genders and stuff like that, like I'll be watching, like, because I watch porn, because that's all I have right now. My porn searches have jumped all over the place over the years, and the reason why is it's like, one, I gotta stop being so one dimensional. One, you can, if you're utilizing porn as a tool, basically to get your job done, then there's plenty of people who, like, some people, they're addicted to watching porn. All right, I'm not addicted to watching porn. All right, I'd rather not watch porn. But what other stimulation do I have in order to release myself, to give myself balance? And that's all I use it for, because I have a high sex drive. All right, the reason why I have a high sex drive is probably genetics. I come from one side of my family with a grandfather that had 20 plus kids. All right, so with that being said, I'm pretty sure that having a high sex drive has to do with genetics. All right, now with that being said, for a while now, I'm not gonna tell you how long. Let's just say but it's been a while, over a year. And before that, I've had to use porn in order to get my balance before I wake up or I go to sleep or whatever. I utilize it as a tool, just as a stimulant. Then it became, all right, I got to start searching stuff that I would never even think, just to make everybody feel better. All right, now with that being said, you can learn from anybody. You can learn from gay porn. You can learn from straight porn. You can learn from transgender porn. That's one of the porn that's been thrown up on my watch list lately. Transgender porn. All right. Now, with that being said, some people have aspirations to be with more than one person. All right. There's people out there, like I was watching this show, this My 5 Wives. All right. There's guys out there and women out there as well that have multiple partners. It's life. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to talk about this stuff for some reason. I have no idea why. Just because it's not for you, that don't mean that It's not for some other people. One, it's a lot of people walking around on this earth, and people know that the balance is, it's more one sex than the other, and things of that nature. Now you have couples out there that uh the women are together, and then they might include a man, or a man and a woman, then they might include a woman, however it may be, what I'm saying. Now my whole thing is this right here. So, everybody has a job to do, and I don't have to justify me doing porn searches for anything. I'm grown. I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm into, and I know what I like, and that's all that matters. What everybody thinks that I like, it doesn't matter to me. What everybody thinks about me, it doesn't matter to me. It's not my job to wonder what somebody thinks about me. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that would only stunt my growth if as a person, wondering what people think about me, especially doing some porn searches. So I'm like, that ain't even, you know what I'm saying? That's minute to, anything else. But anyway, you know, my thing is this right here, like, cause it's a lot of guys that are like, oh, it's a chick with a prick or whatever, whatever, but in reality of it is if you're the type of guy, saying that plans on being with two women, especially if those women are bisexual. I'm not gonna say lesbian, but bisexual. Or say you encounter some lesbians that have already, that are like thinking about dibble dabbling with the guy, and so forth. One of them, if not both of them, has a strap on, possibly. All right. So with that being said, that strap on is probably going to be in the equation. You don't necessarily have to deal with the strap on, but it might be in the equation. So, in my defense, or not defense, but in my way of thinking is, if I'm watching transgender porn, I'm not concerned with the, with the penis. As far as I'm concerned, one penis is enough with mine. But I do understand that, say you're with two women, there's gonna be a woman probably wanting to, bring her strap on into the equation. My best advice is just keep it away from my booty and my mouth. But anyway, with that being said, another thing that, I should probably touch on, just because I got people's attention with that last thing, is that if you don't want people to know, like, even though marijuana is legal, all right, you don't want people to know that you smoke, because some people feel frowned upon, and some people smell. They can smell well. Like me, my nose picks up on stuff. I might not always speak on things, because it ain't always my position to say anything about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention what a person does in their life is what they do, how they conduct themselves hygienically, it's how they conduct themselves. But I'm the type of person where I can smell pretty well, Now, with that being said, people who smoke blunts, like, I don't smoke blunts, but I don't have no problem with it. I used to smoke blunts when I was younger. All right. I don't smoke blunts as an adult, because one, that's too much weed for me. I take my couple hits and I go about my business, or my one hit, depending on the grade or the potency of whatever, if I have it. I haven't even, like, within 60 days of me even being in a weed legal, city, I probably only smoked, a little bit, maybe a couple weeks, maybe, I mean, if you're going to take it time basis, like, I don't even have that, access to it like that right now. But with that being said, this is just to enlighten people, because some people don't know how they smell. They don't know. Like, I used to smoke cigarettes, and when I quit cigarettes a long time ago, before, I realized how cigarettes smell. Now, different brands smell different ways, and you can do certain things to limit your smell, like not smoking in enclosed places, not smoking in your car with your windows up, not smoking in enclosed places, and because these type of smells, they get all on you. And then, like, people get accustomed to thinking that things smell a certain way, like, when I did smoke blunts, I take my couple hits or whatever outside, never really inside. You know what I'm saying? Because it leaves such a smell. Like when you smoke inside of things, it just leaves especially blunts, because it's tobacco. It's no different than cigarettes. It's going to leave a distinct smell, and people are going to know your business. So if you're one of those people like myself who like to not have people in their business, I would recommend using a bowl, papers, whatever it may be, but definitely I recommend not smoking in enclosed areas.